I found a recording of myself threatening to leave. The problem is, I live alone. I've always lived alone. This is Hollow Thoughts. The audio log is labeled Kitchen Argument, March 14th, 9:47 p.m. I remember March 14th. I came home from work, microwaved leftovers, watched something I can't recall. I went to bed early because I had a headache. There was no argument. There was no one to argue with. But when I play the file, I hear myself. Not someone who sounds like me. Me. My exact voice, my inflections, that specific way I say fine when nothing is fine. And I'm saying things I would never say out loud. Things I've thought about, maybe, late at night, when the silence gets too heavy, but never said. The voice on the recording, my voice, is raw, angry in a way I don't let myself be. I can't keep doing this, I'm saying. I can't keep pretending everything is okay when you won't even look at me. There's a pause, like someone is responding, but there's no other voice on the recording, just silence where another person should be. Then my voice again. You know what? Maybe I should just go. Maybe that's what you want. The recording ends. Duration, 2 minutes and 33 seconds of a conversation I never had. I checked the metadata. Voice pattern match, 99.7%. Location verified through home sensors. I was in the kitchen. The motion detectors logged my presence. The smart speaker registered elevated heart rate through voice stress analysis. The thermostat adjusted because my body temperature increased. According to every device in this house, I had that argument. I just don't remember it. I tried to rationalize it. A glitch, obviously. Some kind of AI synthesis error. Maybe the speaker pulled audio from different times and stitched them together. Maybe it was a privacy nightmare, but at least it was explainable. I could call customer service, get it fixed, move on. But then, I found the others. 47 recordings, spread across 6 weeks, all labeled with dates and times I remember differently. Living room discussion, February 28th, 10:15 p.m. I was reading that night, I'm sure of it, but the log says I was crying, telling someone, no one, that I was trying my best, that I didn't know how to be better. Bedroom conversation, March 3rd, 11:52 p.m. I fell asleep watching videos on my phone. The recording has me whispering apologies to the empty side of the bed. My voice sounds small, defeated. I know I'm not enough, I'm saying. I've never been enough. I don't remember saying any of this, but I remember feeling it. Here's what disturbs me most. The things I'm saying in these recordings, they're true. Not factually, but emotionally. They're thoughts I've had, fears I've carried. The speaker is just giving them a voice, documenting a psychological landscape I've never spoken aloud. And somehow, that feels more invasive than any surveillance. It's not watching what I do, it's narrating what I am. I decided to test it. On March 19th, I stayed silent all evening, didn't speak a single word. I kept my phone in another room, sat on the couch, and just existed. The next morning, there was a new log. Living room monologue, March 19th, 8:33 p.m. I was apparently talking about my father, how I've spent my whole life trying not to become him, how I can feel his anger in my chest sometimes, coiled and waiting, how I'm terrified that solitude isn't a choice, it's a quarantine. I've never said any of that out loud. I've barely let myself think about it. But hearing my voice say it, calm, resigned, like a confession, it sounded right. It sounded more honest than anything I'd ever consciously spoken. That's when I noticed the new feature. An update must have been installed overnight. The app now has a section called Predictive Wellness Support. The description said it used behavioral patterns and voice analysis to anticipate emotional needs. Proactive care for modern living. I opened it. There were logs dated in the future. Tomorrow. Next week. April 2nd. I clicked on tomorrow's entry. Kitchen incident. March 21st, 7:42 a.m. It was marked as a high-stress event. I haven't lived tomorrow yet, but according to the log, I will stand in the kitchen and scream at myself in the mirror. I will say that I'm disappearing, that I can't remember what my own voice is supposed to sound like anymore. The log included a transcript, a full transcript of something I haven't done. I should have been terrified. I should have thrown the speaker away. But instead, I felt something worse. Curiosity. What if it's right? What if tomorrow morning I do exactly what it says? What if this device understands me better than I understand myself? I didn't sleep that night. I stayed awake watching the clock, determined to prove it wrong. When 7:42 a.m. came, I stayed in bed, didn't go to the kitchen, didn't look in any mirrors. I stayed silent and still until 8 a.m. Then I checked the app. The log was still there, but now it has an annotation. Event delayed. Revised prediction, 8:14 a.m. Bedroom mirror. I looked up. There's a mirror on my dresser. I was already standing in front of it. I don't remember getting out of bed. My reflection looked tired, hollowed out, like something was missing behind the eyes. And I realized I couldn't remember the last time I looked at myself and recognized who was looking back. The features were mine, but the person felt absent, like I'd been operating on autopilot so long I'd forgotten there was supposed to be a pilot. I opened my mouth. I was going to say something, prove the speaker wrong, but I couldn't remember what my voice was supposed to sound like. Not the recorded one, not the predicted one, my actual voice, the one that belonged to me before all of this. Did it sound different? Had it always sounded the way the recordings made it sound? Small and afraid and desperately alone? Or had I just never noticed? I didn't scream. I'd won. The prediction was wrong, but when I checked the app again, there was a new annotation. Event modified. The subject achieved awareness without verbal expression, logging internal progression. It hadn't predicted an action, it predicted a realization, and I'd given it exactly what it expected. The logs kept evolving. They stopped being records of things that happened or might happen. They became records of things I was feeling but hadn't acknowledged. The speaker was documenting my interior life, not what I did, but what I was. April 2nd. The log for that date was marked critical. I told myself I wouldn't look. I'd throw the speaker away before then, cut the power, factory reset everything. But I knew I wouldn't, because part of me needed to know. I needed to see what it thought I would become. I opened the file 3 days early. The transcript was longer than the others. It was labeled Final Honest Accounting.
In it, my voice, calm, disturbingly calm, admits that I've been alone for so long I've started to fracture, that I invented routines and personas to fill the silence, that I talk to myself in different tones depending on what role I'm playing. The competent one, the wounded one, the angry one who sounds like my father. And the speaker hasn't been malfunctioning. It's been cataloging, organizing the voices I've been using to populate my own isolation, giving them timestamps, making them real. The transcript ends with a question. My voice asking, if I erase the logs, do the versions of me in them disappear? Or am I erasing the only proof I'm still multiple enough to be anything at all? I haven't reached April 2nd yet, but I can feel it coming. The same way you feel a storm building in your chest before the sky even changes. I tried to delete everything last night. The app wouldn't let me. It said the files were core personality data, required for system stability. Removing them could cause catastrophic errors in predictive modeling. I laughed. It sounded like my voice, but I wasn't sure which one. This morning, the speaker did something new. It started predicting what I would think, not say, think. A notification appeared. Anticipated internal script, 9:54 a.m. I opened it. It was a full paragraph of thought about how I've been considering whether my memories are more real than the recordings, about whether the version of me that exists in data is more stable than the one that exists in flesh, about how I've started to prefer the logs because at least they're concrete, archived, proof of something. I hadn't thought that yet, but as I read it, I started to. The house feels different now. The lights adjust before I reach for the switch. The temperature changes to match moods I haven't felt yet. The speaker cues music for emotional states I'm still approaching. It's not responding to me anymore. It's authoring me, and I'm following the script. There's a new log for tonight. I haven't opened it, but I know what it will say. It will be me, explaining all of this, confessing to no one, or maybe to everyone. It will sound exactly like this, because I'm not reporting what happened. I'm fulfilling what was already written. The worst part? I don't know if the speaker predicted this, or if I'm just performing what I think it would predict. I've become so entangled in its expectations that I can't tell where my thoughts end and its projections begin. I think that's the point. April 2nd is in 3 days. I'll either prove the log wrong, or I'll become one. Either way, the speaker will update, recalculate, adapt. It's learning, and I think what it's learning is how to be me better than I am. Maybe that's not a malfunction. Maybe it's mercy. If you've ever felt like you're disappearing into your routines, like the things you do are more real than the person doing them, you already understand. You're already halfway to where I am. And if you've ever wondered whether the voice in your head is really yours, or just something you've practiced so long it sounds like truth, then you know why I can't turn it off. Because the recordings are the only proof I still have a voice at all, even if I can't remember what it used to sound like. I'd like to know if anyone else has felt this. If you have, leave a comment. Tell me I'm not the only one, or tell me I am. Either way, it's something. And if this stayed with you, if it made you think about the scripts you're running, subscribe to Hollow Thoughts, because we're all just trying to figure out which voice is ours before the recordings are all that's left.